Hi, it's Mariga here from Skin Essentials, and today I'm going to talk to you about masks. Now, I did ask the question yesterday whether this video would be useful, so that was a resounding yes. So I'm here to tell you today about the different types of masks, my experience with them, and this is all coming from a skincare perspective, okay? This is not coming from a virus protection perspective or any of that. I will tell you as much information as I have about each mask, but of course, like everything, it's up to each of us to do our research and to know and be comfortable with the level of protection that we are using. So today we are talking about masks, face coverings, etc. from a skincare perspective, wearing them all day, how each type performs on your skin. So I have four types, and I think they are the four that we are all the most familiar with. We have all been noticing, of course, the more and more we're wearing masks, that there is skin irritation, that there is perhaps some breakouts, and I want to try and help you to navigate through that. I don't think we're going to completely eliminate effects of masks on our skin. We just want to minimize them as absolutely much as possible. So minimizing the mask need, minimizing the irritation, specifically really for people that have to wear them a lot during the day. Like me, I've worn all of these during work days, so that's where I am picking up my information from. So first type we know is the disposable mask type, the paper type mask. We all know the info on these. They're good for 15 minutes, etc. This type of thing I don't like to wear at all. Absolutely, I have a little bag of these in my car, and if I have forgotten my fabric mask, I'll pop this on going into the shops or anything that's just a few minutes. You're getting out of your car to pay for petrol or, you know, whatever it might be. Absolutely, I will wear this, but any more than 5 minutes in this, and I can start to feel the condensation building up on the inside, and that's what's going to transfer back to your skin. So this, in my opinion, and from a skincare perspective, please remember that this is all from a skin perspective. From a skincare perspective, this isn't great to have on your skin for any extended length of time. I think that you would quite quickly see adverse effects on the skin if these were the masks that you were choosing to wear for more than just a 5-10 minutes at a time. Similar to those are these type masks. These are just a single layer ones, kind of one that you're going to pick up in the pound shop or the petrol station. And I mean, these are handy to have in your bag again, or in your car if you're popping into the shops. Anything kind of unexpected, these are handy things just to keep now in your jacket pocket or in your handbag in your car. This, I don't know, really from a hygiene or a virus perspective, because it's single layer. But anyway, from a skincare perspective, I find that these are very, very similar in effect on the skin to this one. Maybe slightly better, but the type of non-absorbent fabric that these ones seem to be made of, have you enough light there to see what I'm doing? What these ones seem to be made of, they do build up condensation on the inside as well. So not one, again, for wearing for a prolonged period of time. Somebody did ask me about teens, particularly going back to school, and that may already have acne or something similar on the skin. And I think that these might be the type that some people are gravitating towards because they're cheap and easy, and you can have a lot of them and they're easy to wash. But I really don't feel like this is one to wear, again, 10-15 minutes, absolutely fine, but I don't think this is one to have on all day because of that condensation build-up and sort of that breathing back onto your skin. So they're the second type. So for me, each of these are, the quick few minute types. They're not something for wearing, whether in a work or a school environment all day. Now, moving on to fabric. So the next one that a lot of people I think will have and will be used to is a fabric mask, whether this is a homemade mask or whether it is something that you're buying commercially, but made out of a nice quality cotton and with your, your nose band here. And this particular one, my sister made me a batch, so I was able to get them sort of made for my face shape, with the pocket for your filter. So this is a very common, I think a lot of people have this type of, something similar to this anyway. So these are a little better for prolonged wearing as far as your skin is concerned. So I have found that they, you know, they're more breathable, they're cotton, they don't build up the condensation on the inside, anything like the previous two. So definitely a lot kinder to skin as far as reducing bacteria buildup. Now, the bacteria that's in your mouth, that's in your breath, is supposed to be there, but it's not supposed to be on the surface of your skin, and this is what can be causing some breakouts. So from that perspective, cotton is much, much better. I did, however, find that wearing these all day, or for me it's kind of, you know, wear it for an hour, it's off for half an hour, it's back on for an hour, and so on through the day. So it's a lot of wear during the day, and they would be different ones every time, but I'll go into that in a sec. So prolonged wear of these, I did find, even though it's a nice quality cotton, can really give you, particularly along the edges, a friction. So while it's vastly better than the previous ones, I think again for all day wear, I found that the cotton was not ideal, but super for me with the kind of treatments I do. If I'm going to be doing a 15-minute treatment, this is absolutely fab. But if I'm going to be doing an hour and then, you know, a short break in another hour, I was ending the week, not necessarily a day, but I found that I was ending the week with irritation, particularly around the chin, rubbing that could turn into sore spots. So definitely a lot better than the cheaper options, but for all day wear, I found I was still searching for another solution. So that solution, I figured, would have to be a fabric that wasn't going to give me friction. So silk or satin basically. So I decided to do a search for silk masks. I do use only silk pillowcases, so I figured, you know, same theory, silk masks. So I found these ones, which you're probably used to seeing me with now if you're a client of ours and you're in and out here. They do come in lots of colours, no affiliation. I just really support this company because they're doing such a good job with the masks. So these I found from an Irish company called Maeve Enamels. I will link them below when I'm finished the live in the comments. And I have been wearing these now for several weeks, all day, without any friction. I have had no maskne, no friction, no skin irritation since I switched to solely using silk masks in work. Now I keep these other ones. These are in my car for running in and out of shops. I often forget to have my silk one with me, though there's one now in my handbag. But for the long wear, I have found that silk is dramatically better. Yes, more expensive, of course, but they're going to last you. These particular ones are €20 each, but of course they're not disposable and you're wearing them a lot. You do get a care sheet with them, but how I care for my masks is just if it's helpful to you, whether it's either of these types, anything fabric, basically, not the paper disposable. I just use a bottle of spraying alcohol. No matter what, especially if you're investing in the expensive masks, you don't want to keep throwing these in the machine. These are a hand wash job. Because the silk is oh yes, and I should mention also that these particular ones are made with a pocket so that you can insert the filters that also do come with them. So if you're looking for an extra layer of protection there. But I change these every hour. So I do an hour's treatment. That's our max at the moment, is an hour-long treatment. And then we, you know, have a break. We ventilate the rooms, we turn them around, and I take off my mask and I spray the mask with an alcohol spray. So I do this rather than wash them every single time after an hour. Now I have lots of these and I just rotate them every hour. I just have loads. But that just suits the way I work. You know, one might do you or you might need more. So I spray it with alcohol, leaving that to air dry, and then I'm constantly rotating through them so that I always have a fresh one. You can put your fabric masks, of course, in the wash, in a delicates wash if you want to, but I would recommend hand washing them, especially, you know, you've invested in them. But if you are using them in the washing machine, do not use fabric conditioner on anything that is going to be up against your face, because that's going to it's going to transfer onto your skin and cause irritation. So highly recommending silk masks. Second place, cotton masks, but I really do feel that over time they're going to give some friction as well. You can always, of course, If you're making your own, you can make a cotton mask and just line it with silk, you know, if that's just, as long as the silk or satin is next to your skin, doesn't really matter what the outside bit is. So, you know, you can have all the fancy stuff going on the lining so that it's gentle on your skin, and have all of your industrial stuff and your filtering and everything going on outside that layer that's touching your skin. So one other thing that came up today about mask wearing with one of our clients was shaving. So we talked about it, and he's shaving in the mornings, and then of course he's getting a lot of irritation with the masks. So I know that this isn't going to be ideal for everybody, for every man at least. This is strictly for the male clients, I think. If you're shaving, if you can get away with shaving at night, and I know not every guy can, that you won't get a full day out of, you know, regrowth the next day, but if you're somebody that can shave at night and still get the full next day out of it, then that's what I recommend to do, because your skin has had all night to recover from the shaving before you have to pop a mask on, you know, at work the next day or whatever it is that you're doing. We are working on a, just to bundle products together for post-shaving for men, but just broadly speaking, it's the anti-redness concentrate and the SPF for daytime. That's going to give you anti-inflammatory and protection, and then lipid repair at nighttime. Lipid repair, man, woman, doesn't matter. Lipid repair is the one that you're going to use the most heavily now while we're wearing masks, as long as that goes on. Even if you've been a habitual lipid repair concentrate user, as most of our clients are, you would generally have used it at night, and I'm recommending popping a drop of that into your morning serum to help with that barrier and to help with any friction that's coming during the day, if you are somebody that's going to be wearing masks a lot during your working day. So I hope that covers everything. I know that the answer I'm giving you really to all of the mask questions is buy silk, and I do know it's expensive. You know, I am aware of that, but it is such, you know, a good investment, because your masks will last you, because you will hand wash them and be careful with them. But also your skin will, it's just dramatically different. What I have found, the effect of the other fabrics or the paper mask versus the silk is a dramatic difference on the skin. So I will leave, like I said, the link to that below. And by the way, I really like that these come in different colors. I chose blue for my latest batch to try and bring out my eyes, because that's all we can see now is eyes, isn't it? Lots of eyeshadow game going on right now. An awful lot less from here down. I had to root around to find a lip gloss just to put on to make this video. I'm so used to nobody seeing this anymore. So that's it all. If I have left anything out, if you've got a mask related question, as long as it's to do with skincare, obviously I can't give advice about which mask is going to be the best for, you know, filtering or virus protection or anything. Myself, I am looking for things that are at least double layered, tightly woven but still breathable, again hence the silk, and with the option of putting in a filter, but that will be completely up to yourself, and you know the environments that you'll be in and how long you'll be in contact with people and everything. So do obviously always base your decision on what mask you're wearing first on protection, but when you are thinking about your skin, think about the cotton and the silk. So thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who sent the questions on my post yesterday. That was really helpful for me to know what you wanted to hear about. And of course, let me know if there's anything else, and I will be so happy to come back on and clarify anything. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.